and just demonstrate is a great way to be an MC. Everybody loves it, right? Very professional, very smooth. So we wanted to give us some bullet point how to be a good MC. And so I asked Ali to come with us as well because Ali is one of the best MCs out there as well. And Ali and Melvin, they're so good, right? So let me give you some tips. Tips on how to be a good MC. So first thing first, fully prepared, right? Get the slides ready and save the flyer on your computer, knowing what event is coming up. Do not do your PPT. Do your PPT ahead of time. Do not do your PPT right before, like 5 minutes before your MC. It's very hectic, and then it causes a lot of mistakes. So please be fully prepared. So some of you, if you MC, you need to know where to find the PPT, and you need to know where to get the flyer and save to the computer. You do ahead of time. So the pregame it is not the time you do the PPT. Pregame is the time that you do some minor adjustment. That's all. Right? Make sure that you know where to find those. Always be prepared. Okay. So second one, prepare open statement. Prepare open statement, right? People are waiting for event to start and get them in a good mood and ready to start. Set the tone. Right? Thinking about Olympic Games. Every time there's Olympic Games, what happened to the opening ceremony? It's very big, right? Everybody looking forward to it. And then people trying to get excited about it. So your opening statement is very important. And then you need to tell people that why we're meeting today, why you are so excited, and then why this is so important. So prepare an opening statement. So I can give you example. For example, you say that welcome everybody, right? So this is a once a week meeting time. Everybody to get together. We're going to share experience, congratulate everybody, right? And then we're going to cheer for everybody. And this is our team first meeting for the week. And then you say some nice thing, share a couple of small stories, and then you make people feel like team unity, and then make people feel like, oh, this is so, I'm looking forward to hear people sharing so many good results coming up, right? And then at the same time, you can play the music and then make it fun. Your opening statement is very important. Highly recommend it. If you MC, you write them down the opening statement. Okay, so you just don't go there and say, hi, welcome, and let's get started. That is not the opening statement. Okay, so having a good opening statement. Number 3, you remember to introduce yourself. Okay, so I think Ali actually is doing very good in that. So let me ask you, bring Ali to share how she introduced herself during the MC, so she can do a smooth transition to the next section. Ali, can you share?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Julia. So everything that it's about mindset, right? So first, I think about what is the point of MC? So first of all, MC is definitely an honor. Someone trusts you to, do the introduction for the meeting. So I don't ever see the MC as a job, right? So that's why I always want to prepare ahead, because I want that honor. And I want to make sure the person who gave me that job, I do a good job, So I think about what do I need to do when I say something. It's more like you're doing a small, not just talking about yourself. Let's say I say, I'm an accountant. I came here 7 years ago from San Diego, and then you start the meeting. That doesn't really say much, right? So it's more like you wanted to talk about joy own share in a little time frame. So I came in 7 years ago. I was an accountant and I was not happy with my job. I joined the business and I fell in love with it, right? So something along that line to be able to show why you're in this business. So, because there's not much time to talk, so you really got to be concise in that. So I'm going to give you a little quick way of doing it. So for me, I say, hey, I'm Ali. Nice to meet you all here. Thanks for taking the time to our Wednesday or Saturday meeting. This is, it's a beautiful sunny day in San Diego. I know you are jealous, right? Put a little bit of fun into it. I was an accountant, and so for many years, I deal with numbers, right? So now in front of all of you, I'm excited, nervous, whatever, And I'm also here because I learned financial knowledge 7 years ago that I never knew before. And so that's why, it's really an easy transition for me, knowing what I didn't know. I really wanted to help other people in the same kind of accounting field to learn what they don't know, right? A lot of people think accounting knows everything. So that's pretty much it. So I joined and I have not looked back since. So very short, I would say probably a minute, but obviously I've been doing a long time, so I know pretty much, what I need to say. But if you can write those things down, see if you hit those bullet points. So yeah, back to you. Anything to add?
Yes, great, great. Tell about your background, why you joined the business, along the way, what did you learn, how excited you are, those kind of thing, right? Always introduce yourself. And then you find sometimes, and then when MC start to talk, and then we have to remind you, oh, can you introduce yourself? And then you say, oh, okay, I forgot, this kind of thing, right? So don't do that. Always remember to introduce yourself. Okay, number 4, right? So this is for the rest of the SMD. All the SMD need to text MC who you wanted to introduce your new team members and prepare your new team member for 1-minute introductions. And if no new team members, just skip the section and then for the next slides, right? So you find out a lot of MC, what they do is that, oh, anybody's new? And they wait. Oh, are you new? Oh, no. I think this is your second time. Oh, are you new? And then you look very familiar. Right? So can you share? Or this person said, I'm not prepared. Oh, I don't know what to say, right? This kind of thing happens. So this should not be happen at all. So your SMD knowing that you have brand new team member come in, you text the MC during the pregame, say, hey, I have so-and-so is going to be on the meeting. If you're not sure if he or she is going on the meeting, and then don't even mention about it because we don't want to wait for that person to get on the meeting, wait for them to turn on the video. Right? We want this to be respectful for other people's time. Right? So if you for sure this person's got a meeting, at the same time you need to prepare your team member. Hey, you know what? I'd love for you to introduce yourself and to our team, and then let's make it official today. So why don't you do it 1 minute? And then this is what you're gonna say. You coach them on what you're gonna say. Right? And then this is something, a lot of preparation. This is for all the SMD. All the SMD have to work with the MC to prepare for that. It's not like the last minute, oh, who is a new person? Oh, and I guess we don't have new person, go to next, right? So that actually sounds bad. So you don't want to say that.
Can I make a point on that?
Yeah, sure.
So I do that. I always think about let's say you're in a restaurant, you're a restaurant owner, right? And then you say, oh, there's nobody new. So it's like, there's no customer here today. Like, how does that feel, right? So it's kind of funny when you think about it that way. So you are the restaurant owner. Let's say there's only 5 people here. You say, oh my gosh, look at you guys, how lucky you guys are. You're the first 5 clients, right? First 5 people to be, it's going to be small group of people. So you want to think of yourself as an owner of a place, right? So that owner got to take ownerability. You don't have to, wait, and then also get familiar with the people you see. I think a lot of us come into Zoom, they don't look around to see who's there. Get familiar with your teammates, not just on your team, but everybody else. Because I know when somebody's new, I don't even know them, but I know there's somebody's new, right? So that means you're paying attention. So pay attention to your surroundings.
Mm-hmm. Yes, thanks for adding, right? Okay, next. Do not mumble or talking to yourself, okay? Don't be apologetic. Okay, what does that mean, right? So you hear those MC sometimes they mumble. What do you mean by mumble? They talk to themselves. And I give you example, right? So, and then, for example, I just mentioned, somebody did not introduce themselves. And then you say, hey, so-and-so, why don't you introduce yourself? And you say, oh, sorry, I forgot, right? This kind of thing. You don't have to say it, really. You don't have to be apologize, right? So this might be minor thing. If you don't apologize, nobody knows it's a mistake. We're trying to make it sound like a less mistake. It is possible, okay? And then when people remind you, hey, why don't you introduce yourself? Or please introduce yourself. All you have to say is that, sure. And then you go on to introduce yourself. That does not sound like a mistake. You don't want people, especially the first timer, come here and say, oh my goodness, this operation, so many mistakes, right? And then it's not smooth at all. So many bumpy things and here and there. People make so many mistakes. So you don't have to apologize, really. You just say that, oh, sure, let me introduce myself. That's it, okay? And then people start to apologize. Oh, I don't know what to say. Oh, I'm so nervous, right? Don't say that. I know that Ali just mentioned, but the way she said is different. Ali just said that, hey, I'm very nervous, but I'm honored to be the MC, very excited, so I can show what this company is all about in front of you. This is okay. But if you kind of stutter, don't know what to say in between, and then you're still thinking, you're a little nervous, and then you keep apologizing, say, oh, sorry, I'm nervous, I don't know what to say, right? You can cut this thing. You can tell a story, and then you can actually say something else. Do not say, oh, I'm nervous, don't know what to say, that kind of thing, right? And then don't talk to yourself. Where's the fly? Oh, I couldn't find my fly. Oh, on the pregame, I actually had it, but now I couldn't find it. Where is it? Where is it, right? This kind of thing, it will never happen. If you don't find it, don't find it, okay? You can just skip that and then just move on. And then you're wasting a lot of people's time looking for flyer, and then it stuff not sounds very, very professional. Yeah. Okay, people are saying, oh, this is my first time doing it, I'm lost. And then again, you don't have to mention it. You're nervous, everybody sees it. And if you say, this is my first time doing it, I'm lost, I don't know what to say, it is okay to say, this is the first time I'm doing it, but I'm excited about it, right? So, and then people actually can feel it. But if, again, do not be too apologetic. Every time you apologize, you admit it is a mistake. It is okay to admit a couple times, but throughout your MC, you apologize too many times. It sounds very unprofessional. It actually makes people feel like, oh, okay, this so many mistakes. When can you get it right? Okay, next thing. I forgot what is next announcer. This happens, right? This is why pregame is very important. If you're MC, you write down who is doing what, who is doing announcement, who is doing recognition, you write them down. If you forgot, we have people say, oh, I forgot, who's next? Who's next, right? People is asking. And then they call somebody's name and say, no, I'm not the next. So-and-so is next. And then they start to argue in the meeting. Say, no, I think you are. No, I don't think I'm the next. So-and-so is next, right? If that happens, again, it just whoever is MC is a conductor of the orchestra. If the MC call your name, even though you are not, you don't know if you are the announcer, do it anyway. You know the flyer, and then you know that what is coming, do it anyways, right? And then we can save tons of time, and then by stop arguing on the Zoom and say, oh no, I'm not the next one. Oh, you're the next one. So people feel like this is a very, very unorganized event. Right? If you call, just do it anyways. Okay. All right. So I hope I make that clear. This is very important. I see so many things happen over the last few months about the MC mumbling, talking to themselves, apologize too much. Okay. I hope that is okay. I mentioned that. And then next one, connecting the last speaker by summarize the talk and introduce the next speaker, right? So for that, I think that Lai Sim and Ali, they're doing a wonderful job. Every time there's a speaker, they always summarize what they do, what they say. They don't have to repeat, but you summarize. Oh, so-and-so did an awesome job, and she mentioned about this. That's so true, right? This is why we have another speaker come up to talk about that topic. So you're trying to connect in any ways you can, but sometimes there's not very difficult to connect speaker to speaker. It is okay. You can still summarize it and go to the next speaker. Right? So that's why you have to pay a little bit more attention to what the previous speaker is talking about. By summarizing, and people kind of know what is the key point, right? So it's more like emphasize. You don't have to summarize for a very long time, but summarize in a couple of key points. Okay. When the MC introduce the speaker, right on the point, right? Be sweet and short, and be prepared. You have a couple bullet points to say, hey, so-and-so is doing what is the accomplishment, why we introduce them to talk, right on the point, right? Be on time, because we want the time, we want our section to finish in a certain time frame. So that's why that keep on time is very important, right? And also for the introducer, you are not the star of the show, the next speaker is. So trying to steal the spotlight, right? It's trying to be short and sweet and right on the spot. Number 8, cover the confusion and negative part and turn that into positive points. For example, people sometimes say, oh yeah, I had one business partner, but this business partner is so negative, and he's saying that, oh, this is like multi-level marketing, and then I have to go there talking to them that 3 times. Eventually, I recruit them, right? And then this kind of thing, you can cut short. You can say that, go through some objection handling. I actually recruit that person. So as an MC, well, sometimes the new people say that, we don't have much of control. But the MC, you can cover that in a way that say, hey, you know what, we're in the people business, right? A lot of people have concerns, they have objections. Don't worry about it. In the training, you will learn how to handle objections. You're going to be very smooth. You're going to be so good. You're going to go out there and then recruit an army. Something like that. You can cover some of the negative part to turn that into a positive part. You say, that's why you need to come to the training. That's why you need to learn how to handle objections, right? So be aware of surroundings and pay attention to the speaker. Okay, so you need to know, as an MC, you need to know what the key point is positive, what the key point is negative, so you wanted to be able to actually cover some of the negative part. Okay, so you can say what he really mean is that, right? You explain what we really mean is that you need to come to the meeting more often, learn about what to say, so you can get the results, something like that. Okay, number 9, smile. And then I love Mariko's smile, right? Very nice on the Zoom. Non-verbal language is very, very important. Okay, so be present, be happy. People like to join the meeting. Right? So next Wednesday, I'm going to look at that topic, how to retain people. People like to join the team that is happy. People like to join the team that actually it is very pleasant. They don't feel like, oh, everybody's not happy and then sad and, nervous and everything, right? So, that's one little things. And by having a happy meeting, exciting meeting, you can retain people. So be happy and smile. Sometimes even though you don't feel like happy today, but smile anyways, because you're on the job. You need to do whatever you need to do because you are given this MC job. It is a privilege. It's an honor. Right? Don't take it very lightly. Don't feel like, oh, I'm not feeling good today. So, somebody just canceled the policy, this and that. So that's why I'm not going to smile. You smile anyways because you're in doing the MC not for yourself, for the rest of your team. You are in a very important role that you might kill somebody's sales team by not doing a smiling or be angry or being grumpy all the time. Right? Be smooth, on time, and professional. Dress codes, right? Be smooth and on time. Right? Now, I want to mention about on time. We have those clock about 2-minute or 1-minute speaker, right? For new people, sometimes they don't look at the clock and they might forget and they tend to talk too a lot. As an MC, right, one thing you do not want to do is that, oh, okay, that's it. Oh, next person. You cut that person off and then you say, hey, next person. That is not professional. That make new people feel embarrassed. That actually make new people feel like, oh, why he cut me? I haven't finished yet, right? So guess what? If they feel embarrassed and not feel good, next time they will not show up to the meeting. Okay, but you want to keep on time. What you're gonna say? You wanted to say that, hey, that's great sharing, right? So we are on the time clock. We'd love to hear you more. Why don't you come here more often? Why don't you come here next time? And then if you have result, we'll let you share more, right? But now we have to go move to the next section. So you kind of pre-frame a little bit and let them feel like, oh, we're not trying to just cut you, trying to move to the next section. Because we love to hear from you. Your sharing is awesome, right? Why don't you come in next time? We'll let you share more, right? Sounds like you have a lot of good story to tell. So you kind of do that. So new people don't feel embarrassed. The one thing that you don't want new people to feel is embarrassment in the first meeting. And then guess what? For sure, next meeting, they will not come. They will not come. Okay, number 11, encourage audience to open the Zoom, right? And participate with the training as much as possible throughout the training. Every time, maybe after 10, 15 minutes, you do some encouragement. You say, hey, so and so, you're doing awesome. You open the Zoom, right? We love to see your happy face, right? Congratulations on your good results, right? And then something like, oh, great comments, and you're doing good. We love to see you. Open the Zoom, and you do this kind of encouragement, so it can help people to open more Zoom, to more participate. And then you have to do that throughout the training, not only just one time in the beginning, maybe a couple times throughout, so people can keep them reminding. Okay, number 12, every Zoom is a chance to retain the new people. So if our business wanted to go to the next level, right? So especially we wanted to attract the good quality people. Sometimes good quality people come here, they have high expectations. Okay, they might not be running a business from ground zero. They might go through some corporate environment, have a high position, but no matter what, we wanted to provide a professional environment. If your MC did not do very well, did not do a good job, and then the people come here, they have high expectation, they come here and say, hey, this meeting is very sloppy. People are not prepared, there's so many mistakes, right? And the video is not working, and PPT is not working, people are just talking too much, and then it's dragging, and then also that it's not fun, people look very grumpy, and then next thing you know, they feel like, oh, this company, they associate the first experience to the company experience. They associate the first experience to the future business. Is that business going to look like that? Very sloppy, and then they will not come. They might quit the business because they joined the Zoom and did not have a good experience, and that's it. And then it's hard to retain them. So every Zoom, it is a chance. That's why MC is very important. Do take very lightly. We don't just put you there just because that you had a result. We put you there because you had a result, but also that you represent our team to show mainly for the new people and how great the company is, how professional we are, how smooth the meeting, right? And we on time, and also that we deliver the message and everybody's happy, right? So, and then being an MC is very, very important. And look at the schedule. If you are on the MC for the next week, you prepare ahead of time. You don't prepare the day. Maybe you want to prepare a couple days ahead of time. If you don't know what's going on and where to find a flyer or who is doing what, you call people around. You do your homework, right? So this is something that you need to do. This is not the MC that you can, okay, so today's I'm MC, I'll take over, I'll do whatever, I'll just go by flow. It does not work that way, all right? So, and then let's all, this is our business, right? So I know some of you, your lifeline, your whole family future depend on the business. Let's make it, let's do it right. Let's do it